Hello, Jim. Thanks for sending your swing to the Golf Digest Challenge. My name is Mike Richards. Let's analyze your swing. I got both views up here on the camera that you sent me, which thank you for sending those to me. What I want to show you, number one, from the right-hand side, your swing's not too bad setup-wise. Left-hand side, posture-wise, you look pretty decent on the left. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a couple things about your swing, particularly on the left-hand side, then we'll attack the right-hand side. As you swing the club back, Jim, you're going to see it goes back, and it's a little distorted because of where your camera angle is, so it appears like you're taking it way under plane, and I'm not so certain that's exactly right. If your camera angle was more over here and looking down your hands, it'd be a little bit easier for me to tell. But I'm not too worried about that. I think this camera angle looks like it's a little underplaned, but don't get wrapped up in that. I think you have a pretty good backswing. It actually looks pretty square with the club face up top. I like all that. It goes just a shade a little long, but just watch the way the hands route though. The hands go from here at the top, and they kind of route towards the ball a little bit. So you're just a hair bit over the top. Now, what gets me is what I see from this point forward. And Jim, as I watch you swing on through here, you've got to have a tremendous back pain, upper back, neck, and so forth. Watch what you do. Right there. Your head, and I'm going to show it to you on the right-hand side, your head stays so down that you actually spike up your back and your left shoulder right here. Now we got to get that head to do something a little different. I mean, yes, your body can go down a little bit, but I certainly don't like how much your shoulders are tilted up and your head goes down. Now, in doing so on the on the right-hand side of the screen, let's take a look at it. And I think this is what's going to help you do this a lot. When you swing the club back, you're not in too bad a position right here, but you don't allow it all to move back. See, as you look, most of your weight still is hanging over here on this side. If I can get your weight to kind of shift and get a little bit more rotational motion with the shoulder and with the hip, and allow your head to drift to my left, your right, which will get that head a little bit of space between this line. Okay? Those are some of the things I want to see happen. Now, let's go back and put a line in here. I'll draw a red line in again. And now what you're going to see is at the top of your swing, you get so much of your weight kind of tilted on your left leg. Jim, you're dead from there, bud. You just can't recover from there. So what you in turn try and do is you in turn try and get out of the way. So you shift your body way forward right here to where it's way past the ball, and then you're trying to do anything you can to keep your head back behind the ball. And I'll bet you have a lot of inconsistencies in your shot. There's a fat shot, a thin shot, a hook, a ball that goes straight, but there's not enough pop to it. There's all kinds of inconsistencies. So the left side of your screen, if that was the only view you sent me, wouldn't look so bad, with the exception of how much that head kind of dips down. The right side's the biggest thing we got to fix. So now, what's the right side should look like? I'm going to put a model in here for you. And Jim, this is one of the models I use quite a bit in my teaching. I want you to watch, this is Brad Faxon. I want you to watch how his head moves off this ball and how his body rotates behind it. Now, let's go ahead and rewind yours to the top. There you go. So you can see how his upper part of his back, Jim, is kind of moved away from the target. See this line right here? We've got that line arching away from the target. So it's angling this way. Your back is actually angling back to the target. So I'd like to see you get rid of that. I think in doing so, you're going to be able to release the club much, much better. You're going to be able to not have that head dipping and that upper back scrunching up. And what I mean by releasing the club better, now watch his body. As Faxon swings down, his body comes down, his head stays well behind this ball, most of his body, his right leg, is behind this line at impact. Look how much your right knee is almost past the line before your ball's about 1.5 feet from, or you're close about 1.5 feet from the ball. Then I want you to look at your left arm. See how that left arm kind of spikes up and wings out? Watch Faxon's left arm. It comes down and releases properly. See how the rotation and the fold happens. So Jim, I really believe you can't work on this rotation and fold until I get your body in a better position in your backswing, which will then allow your body to be in a better position in the downswing. So don't work on that rotation and fold until you fix your body. Jim, do this for me. Work on this. Send me this exact photo, if you will, this exact image with another camera view of fixing this golf swing. Get your head to drift back. Get yourself to turn back. Let's really work on getting ourselves behind this golf ball. Then you can work on staying behind the golf ball. Then we can work on the release. That's the order of which you must take this, Jim. Jim, thanks for sending your Swing of the Golf Digest challenge. Good luck to you, and I look forward to your next one.